Few rivalries in modern sport carry as much unspoken history as the one between Argentina and England. Behind the goals, the chants, and the decades of football drama lies a real war. A brief but brutal conflict fought in 1982 that still shapes how these two nations see each other today, on and off the pitch. The story begins with a small group of remote islands in the South Atlantic, known to Britain as the Falkland Islands and to Argentina as Las Malvinas. Though inhabited primarily by British settlers since the 19th century, Argentina had long claimed sovereignty over the islands, viewing them as an unresolved piece of colonial history sitting just off its own coastline. In this journey, we are doing something special. Using advanced artificial intelligence techniques, we have transformed historical photographs, military archives, and news footage into vivid, living scenes. So you won't just hear this story, you will witness it, standing as close as anyone ever has to the events that reshaped the relationship between these two nations forever. In April 1982, facing serious economic troubles and growing public unrest at home, Argentina's military government made a fateful decision. It invaded and seized control of the Falkland Islands, hoping a swift, popular victory would restore national pride and silence domestic criticism. For a brief moment, the gamble appeared to work as celebrations erupted across Argentina. But halfway across the world, British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher responded with immediate and firm resolve. Within days, Britain assembled and dispatched a naval task force across thousands of miles of ocean, determined to retake the islands by force. What followed was a tense 10-week conflict fought across freezing South Atlantic waters and rugged, windswept terrain. The war saw fierce naval engagements, including the controversial sinking of the Argentine cruiser General Belgrano, as well as intense air battles and difficult ground combat as British forces advanced toward the capital, Stanley. Despite Argentina's geographical proximity, Britain's superior military technology and experience ultimately proved decisive. By mid-June 1982, Argentine forces surrendered and the islands returned to British control, where they remain to this day. The war claimed over 900 lives from both nations combined, and its consequences extended far beyond the battlefield. In Argentina, the military government's defeat accelerated its collapse, paving the way for a return to democracy. In Britain, the victory significantly boosted Thatcher's political standing at a critical moment in her leadership. Yet the deepest wounds left behind weren't political. They were cultural. Just 4 years later, the two nations would meet on a football pitch at the 1986 World Cup, where Diego Maradona's controversial Hand of God goal became forever intertwined with memories of the war, transforming an already fierce sporting rivalry into something far more emotionally charged. Even today, more than 4 decades later, the sovereignty of the islands remains disputed, and the memory of 1982 continues to surface, sometimes in diplomatic statements, and sometimes, as seen in recent tournaments, in banners raised on the world's biggest football stage. See you in the past.